This is Craig. He finally got his family of the houses settling in for a nice evening of gaming. But he's about to find out that his heyday is long done. He's far too old to be good at gaming anymore. Look at him crumble to the ground like the big gaming loser he is. You suck at gaming because you're so old.
That was sobering, Craig.
Oh my god. I hate science.
I hate science too.
I hate science. It needs to stop.
It's a scientific fact that you hate science.
It is. It can be tested and sampled by me.
And they never
by me.
They never test things that we want to know.
Never. It's always the bad stuff. Hello, everybody.
How's it going?
Welcome to the Craig and Chris Show, where we talk about stuff that interests us.
And hopefully interests you.
Hopefully interests you.
Someone out there.
We got a lot of good stuff for covering today.
Yes.
Today we're going to be talking about gamer aggression. Are you an aggressive gamer? Finally, a decent study about violence in video games. Then we're going to talk about Cloak.
Yeah, what is that?
What is Cloak?
I'll tell you.
Guess what? The Omni's coming out. We're going to talk a little bit about that. And our featured story. Are you too old to game? We'll find out.
The answer will surprise you.
The answer may surprise you. Tonight on the Craig and Chris Show.
All right.
Cue intro again. Cue Gary Busey.
No.
I want him in every episode of the show now. If you guys missed our Gary Busey intro last week, go back and watch it. It was money.
Oh, good.
So it's the first time watching our show. You can subscribe at craigandchris.com. And as always, if you like our stories and articles and what we're talking about, check out our magazine at craigandchris.com/flipboard. And that's where we keep it.
That's where we keep all of our good stories.
That's where we keep it. So gamer aggression. Violence.
Yes.
So is it true, Chris? Is it official? Science has finally proven. Have they finally made the connection? The reason there is violence in the world, there's reason that there's violence in third world countries without video games, is because of video games. Have they finally proven it?
Well, I don't know about proven, but this is the first story where it's like when a study comes out and says violent video games make gamers crazy. Gamers all like collectively go, screw you, man.
And we're like, nah.
So when I heard this headline, I imagine anyone else who heard it who's a gamer kind of went, well, yeah, that makes more sense.
Uh-huh. And what was that headline, Chris?
It is that violent video game aggression is linked to losing, not the content of violence in the game.
Oh, so you're saying we get pissed off when we actually lose in a game?
Yes, that the aggression that comes out from a gamer is more due to losing or game frustration as a part of the in-game mechanic.
That's true about everything, though. That makes sense. I agree, Chris.
Yeah.
We talk about this on the show all the time, this violence in video games thing. And we always bring up the point, or I always bring up the point that where's the studies about movies? Violent movies and in violent people, and in books, and magazines, and everything else. We always talk about that.
Yeah.
But this actually is like, well, yeah, when I'm losing at life, I'm generally pissed off.
Let me give you a perfect
Not necessarily at a
example
video game.
of frustration. I can play GTA or GTA Online for hours with no problem. Then all of a sudden, out of the blue, one of the people I was playing with the other day, as we were going to do a mission that seemed difficult, so we all geared up, armor, fresh weapon reloads, the whole bit. We all piled into one car. I called a chopper for $700 a pop.
Whew.
And we're driving down there. One of them decides I'm going to be cute and shoot a pedestrian.
What? One of your teammates?
Yeah, shoots a pedestrian. All of a sudden we get a 1-star, right?
Uh-huh.
The AI, like, I'm trying to drive us to the thing before any trouble happens, and then a cop literally jumps in front of the car.
Oh, now you got 2 stars.
Not 3. It jumped all the way up to 3. I know, right?
Dude, you just ran into a cop.
Well, the thing was, is I totally, there's nothing could be done.
All you did was run into a cop. That is not 3-star material.
So then all of a sudden, and I don't know why it's like this in GTA, but 3 stars is like
hell,
the kiss of death. I don't know why.
Yeah, there's no way. Their AI is too good.
It's a pain in the ass.
It is.
And so we're pulling into the place where the helicopters are, and all of a sudden, like, we get blockaded by 2 Hummer police cars,
Yeah.
spike strips, and then I hit those, and then like 3 cop cars immediately smashes into there.
You know what it is? The AI's gotten much worse since 9/11.
I guess.
It's the terror alert is what it is. They really stepped up the AI in response
I think it's worse
to terror
on
threats.
GTA Online anyway, just because they assume you have friends who are good. I don't know. But, like, it was a massacre. We were surrounded by cops, our cars pinned in, and we all got shot. We wasted ammo, lost all our...
Okay, so did this piss you off?
Yes!
Did it make you violent?
I was going to throw my controller. I started yelling
violence.
at the guy who did it. I don't normally do that.
I know.
But it was
violence.
like you had to shoot one pedestrian and you screwed us all
But things
over.
had to go bad. To be honest with you, I could say the perfect example would just be me playing Titanfall and me having an incompetent team. That makes me pretty violent. I mean, I won't throw something or punch somebody, but it makes me angry. You know, I could see that making somebody a little more aggressive.
Sure.
But it's the losing factor or the frustration factor.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
It wasn't limited to, like, just losing. It's like if the game mechanics in general are against you. Like, I mean, if it's a clunky, frustrating
Assassin's
game.
Creed. Well, I mean, not Assassin's Creed, but Assassin's Creed in certain situations. Like when I was trying to climb on top of a ship that I was trying to capture, and then, like I told you, I grabbed the hook, which makes you it shows the animation of you. You fly to the top of the ship, and it's epic because you're a pirate, right? You're like, and it's all awesome, right? Until he goes, and then the guy behind you swings, and he hits your foot with a sword, and then you go, and then it glitches, and you transport up here, and then you fall, and then you die on the deck.
Yeah, well, that's because the in-game mechanics go, when was the last time you saved? Let's screw him up.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I this makes sense. And it's also not limited to gaming. Frustration makes people angry everywhere.
What do you think, Internet? What makes you angry or violent when you're playing a video game?
I think it's about time they came to this realization.
I don't think it's causation, right? Video games don't cause violence. I think losing in general causes violence for people in general. It just makes them frustrated.
Because I've played cutesy games that
Frustration
make me
in general.
frustrated. So,
People
it makes sense.
People could get frustrated over Chutes and Ladders or the Game of Life. Or Monopoly.
Ooh, shit.
Or oh my goodness, Risk. So let's just talk about Risk for a little bit. You want to talk about a game that makes people violent.
Have you ever flipped a board in anger?
Ukraine is no game!
It's like you lose the third game of, like, Connect 4 or something. You're like, this shit should be easy. Just damn it!
So let's talk about Cloak. I want to know what they think about video game violence. What makes them aggressive?
Do you
gamers.
disagree? I agree with that. I'm like, fine.
I'm on board with that one.
Because I don't think the content of the game actually matters. I think whether
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Now, I guess the question is, are you the type of person when you hit the frustration, do you keep going? Or, like, a lot of times I'll be like, well, that's it. I'm done with this game for a while.
Yeah, I take a step back usually. That's what I do. Because I'm playing a game to have a good time. So if I get frustrated, I take a step back, cool down, just relax, have a tea.
Yes.
I'm feeling verklempt. Talk amongst yourselves. That kind of thing.
Okay. So.
I look deep within myself and say, why does this make me angry?
You're very...
I don't really do that. Is there a crying baby upstairs? They probably don't even hear it.
If you maintain quietness, I can cut it out. I'm just kidding.
Excellent. Okay.
So,
all right. Let's talk about Cloak. And this is a fun one. Cloak. I like this one. So what is Cloak?
So, as you know, we like to share things other than video games, and we brought your attention to the Bro app in a previous episode.
The Bro app was awesome too.
And a lot of people appreciated that.
I'm getting an Android phone next week. I can get the Bro app.
What? Yes. So, you can also get this lovely gem. To continue our streak of antisocial gamerism,
which is pretty much everybody in our audience.
We're gamers, so naturally we hate people.
Naturally.
This one stuck out to me as being the most awesome app ever. The most awesome app since the Bro app.
Since the Bro app. It should be an intro on a commercial. We should do a commercial for this.
This one's called Cloak.
Dude, we should do a commercial for this. What do you guys think? Wait, let them tell them what it is first.
This is called Cloak.
Uh-huh.
And what this does is you connect it to your Facebook, your Instagram, your what have you, your social media, right?
Okay.
And it tracks based on what Craig Chamberlain's Twitter says where he is.
Okay, so it uses the location tracking. Geo-tracking.
But the thing is it's used for anti-stalking. This is the best part.
Anti-stalking.
Craig goes, I'm getting my hair cut at the haircut place.
The hair cuttery. I'm close.
I'm
the hair cuttery.
I'm going to GameStop to pick up a game. I'll be at this address or something. And the Cloak. Cloak says, Craig's at this GameStop. Avoid his ass. And so I can go, oh, cool. I don't want to be anywhere near this area.
So you'll be like out like, I think I'm going to go grab a cup of coffee today. And like, warning, warning, warning. You are at risk of crossing paths with Craig Chamberlain.
I
who's
guess
getting
you
his
check it out.
Hair cuttery.
You check it out and you go, oh, my ex Cindy's at Starbucks. I'm not going there today.
That's not a bad idea with exes.
It's for
that's
for
an
exes.
uncomfortable situation.
It's for people you hate, or people who are just generally boring.
So this will be used in conjunction for many people with the Bro app. So they will use the Bro app to text all of their women on a schedule. But then, depending on the woman they're with at the time, they will use Cloak to avoid any of the other women on their text list.
Yep.
You're welcome, douchebags. Thank you for watching the Craig and Chris Show. Gary Busey approves this product.
I didn't even think of that. But no, I mean the thing is I think it's kind of cool. I hope it works.
Would you guys use Cloak?
Basically, yeah.
This is me. I'm the Jackal.
Like, let's say you have a friend who you really like and he's cool, but he has a friend who you hate, which has happened to me from time to time. So you just go ahead, plug in your information, and it says, "Hey, Tim's at Hibachi Grill."
Ooh, Hibachi Grill.
I'm not eating there. That kind of thing. So you don't run into people you don't want to.
I'm still thinking I'm the Jackal.
You're welcome, Internet.
I miss Psych.
Hasn't even been gone that long.
So it's been gone long enough.
If you find yourself running into people you hate all the time, give the Cloak app
a try. That's a good one. Okay, Omni. We've got the Omni. It is officially coming out. Who cares? We lost our Oculus Rift. But the pricing was a good price point, too, in my opinion. Show them the Omni.
I know a lot of people are upset about Oculus, but I mean, we'll see how that goes. But the Omni's still cool, hopefully.
No, it's not. The Omni is useless without the Oculus Rift.
It might work for...
I don't care. It's $500, people.
I don't know.
It's $500. It's going to be coming out sometime this year. September, summit-ish.
Yeah. Basically, if you don't know, the Omni is like a
giant
what
is it?
Gaming treadmill.
People don't even know what it is. It's so you could do this.
Well, yeah.
But your feet slide. Like, they got these little special shoes.
It's like a treadmill-ish thing.
But it's so you can, in your virtual world, you could run.
Yeah, and then you use the Oculus Rift and a PC game controller or some kind of peripheral to control the game.
This is what happens when gamers finally get jobs and have the money to buy awesome stuff. Yeah. Our generation is finally growing up and they're coming up with cool stuff like this because we're like, we can finally have it. And we're going to be poor. But then again, $500 considering.
You know, if we invented a time machine, it would look like Back to the Future.
Yeah, it would be in a DeLorean with a flux capacitor. Flux capacitor is fluxing.
It's going to take forever because we have to fit these unique nostalgic specifications.
Yeah. They're like, so why did you make it into a DeLorean? Just like Doc. It's just like, why not?
Yep, exactly. For style.
So
the Omni is supposedly coming out this September. That's pretty close.
Yeah.
That's huge.
So when's the Oculus Rift coming out? Ever?
I believe it was also slated for sometime this fall.
I don't know. I'll
have to double check that.
I'm remaining depressingly optimistic about that.
I'm remaining depressingly.
Depressingly optimistic.
That's kind of it.
Okay.
So here's the damage for the Omni.
Oh, okay. I already said $500.
$500. What do you think of that?
What do you guys think of that? $500 for that, and then theoretically the.
Let the rich kids try it first.
Oh yeah, you definitely want to do that. The Oculus was $300, wasn't it?
Yeah,
they were saying $300.
That, yeah.
Which means, but still, for less than $1,000, you're getting like a complete virtual reality package. Well, think about it. How much is a freaking gaming PC these days? So expensive.
Yeah.
So
well, you'll still need one.
Well, That's true. Never mind.
So if you have enough money to buy a small car,
if we vanish in September, we sold all of our gear so we could buy an Omni and an Oculus Rift. No more Craig and Chris show.
if they're good, well, come on, it'll just be like months later.
We'll be using our camera from our phone.
We'll be all bald.
This is the Craig and Chris
We'll be
show.
all bald, thin, and white. We'll look like we just found our way out of the Matrix. Hi guys, we're back.
Got a tube sticking out of our head for some reason.
To feed us, duh. To feed us and take our waste
It goes
away.
without saying.
Because that's how you know you have a good wife, when she changes your feeding tube.
Dude, that is disgusting.
So you can continue to play your video games.
that is disgusting. Oh, okay. Okay, let's move into the main story of the day.
Love can be disgusting, Craig.
That's why it's love. Okay, let's move into the full story, the actual official story for today. Gamer Age. Are you feeling grossly inadequate in your gameplay? You may not be alone, and there's a reason for that. Why don't you tell them about it, Chris?
Oh boy.
Why don't you tell them about it?
This one kind of hit hard.
It hit hard.
So do you remember, do you look back?
Wade Harmon and Sean Saint will like this one.
Do you look back at the glory days? Did you get Titanfall and get in there and go, wait a minute, when Call of Duty 1 came out, I was kick-ass.
I was
and now
awesome.
I stink.
I stink.
Or I'm just not as good.
I'm beyond not as good.
And then you just chalk it up to, maybe I'm just rusty.
Yeah, maybe I just have a life now. You don't.
You don't. It turns out that your body starts to give out on you when it comes to those gaming reflexes
That is
at
correct.
the ripe old age of 24.
That's right. It's over, boys. Your peak is probably not even at 24. That's
24.
actually when it just starts going downhill. Is at 24. Maybe that means it is your peak.
That's right. 24 is when you're...
How old are you, Chris? Should we tell them?
I don't know.
Should we tell them? Well, we're not 24.
No.
We're older than that.
I don't know. It's weird.
tell 'em?
I don't know.
You
You
don't
can.
need- you don't need to
I'm the
know,
same age as
right?
Craig.
I'm the same age as Chris. That is kind of weird in itself, actually.
Our birthdays are only like a week apart.
So is my wife's and mine. It's kind of weird.
Weird.
That's really weird. And Chad's the same too.
Yeah. Remember Chad? If you don't remember Chad, watch the videos where he guest hosted.
The Chad.
But
The
yes,
Chad.
apparently
You start decaying.
23, you're still good. 25, you're shit.
It's over. You might as well stop gaming at 25. It's over. It's just all over. We're exaggerating the crap out of this. So what did it really say?
They're calling it after 24, it's gamer middle age. Ouch.
24 is gamer middle age?
Yes.
I don't know, man. I ripped through... Wait, yeah, but see, that's muscle memory. I was going to say, I ripped through Super Metroid this week. In less than 4 hours, I beat the entire game with everything.
Yeah, but what this is
That was
saying...
muscle memory.
What this is saying is 24-year-old Craig would get owned by 12-year-old Craig.
But is that because of my age, or just because 12-year-old Craig sat in front of his computer for 12 hours straight every night with freaking caffeine and playing? Yeah,
That's
of
up
course.
for debate for me.
I would get owned by my former self. I got a wife and kids. I can play maybe 5-10 hours a week.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
okay, but let's get into the legitimacy of the study. We don't actually think this is true. I don't.
Scientists from Simon Fraser University
I'm in blissful
in
denial.
British Columbia
La, 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 la,
published
la,
a
la,
study called Over the Hill at
I'm not listening.
24.
I'm not listening. La 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 la.
It examined
La, la.
3,305 StarCraft 2 players between the ages of
I'm not
16
listening.
and 44.
StarCraft. Those are RTSs. Those don't count. Back to the drawing board, scientists.
Yeah, those aren't Twitch games.
Back to the drawing board, scientists.
Most people think that your fine motor skill and cognitive functions don't take a downhill turn until much later in life.
Who
However,
wrote this?
SFU team found that age-related slowing within game,
Age-related
self-initiated response times begins at age 24.
Slowing. We're getting old, people.
Faster than we think.
Faster than we think. See, this is the problem. We bought all this technology so we could become more productive, and it just made us age quicker. That's all it means. That's all it did. That's all we did to ourselves.
And as this says here, is it doesn't matter how good you are either. That once you hit 24, your, quote, in-game talents are going to start to crumble due to cognitive decline.
Oh, man.
Ouch.
That is brutal. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Are you in a state of cognitive decline? Are you in a state of cognitive decline?
Yes.
I think I've been in a state of cognitive decline since I was born.
You have, Craig. We're all born to die. Anyway, basically what this says is that old geezers like apparently us compensate
Apparently.
with in-game mechanics and just veteranism, I guess.
Veteраnism?
You know,
What the hell does that
we're
mean?
experienced. We're salted players, so
So we overcompensate with those?
I get that's how you don't necessarily notice as well.
That's how we don't beat ourselves up.
Like instead of actually hitting the buttons like a youngster, we have hotkeys
Oh, come on!
and macros.
Oh, come on! Hey, it's called playing smarter, not harder.
That's what they're saying.
We just became wise. We didn't become less.
But you became wise because of your cognitive decline.
because of our necessity to become wise.
Yes.
That sounds like a load of crap to me.
And here's the question: maybe we just got awesome at knowing this stuff.
This is my new
and
phrase
then
for.
they fell
Yeah,
apart.
it's true. This is my new phrase for this show. By the way, suck it, science.
Suck it, science.
Suck it, science. I just made that up.
Suck it.
Suck it.
Totally.
Suck it.
I love how science is always saying we're falling apart.
Yeah, well, our clip of the week will show that we are fine.
We're fine.
At the end of our video, we have a game clip of the week. We are fine, science. Suck it.
Do you
Suck it.
do you feel that your body has let you down already? I'd say yes.
Okay, let's get to their comments.
All right.
Comment show time. Oh, my back.
Shouldn't have done that, old man.
See what I did there?
He's a
All
week
right,
older than
all
me
right.
too. So
okay.
I'm always going to be the better gamer.
Well, last week we discussed our Xbox One review, and we discussed Amazon Fire TV, and we had special guest Gary Busey on the show.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming, Gary. But we had some comments. As always, we read your guys' comments because we enjoy your feedback. It's one of our favorite parts of the show. And we stalk you guys during the week. And
You guys can be just downright funny.
yes, we like it.
In
We
a good
stalk
way.
you guys. We just don't say anything. We're like in the background, hovering over the comments, laughing our asses off. We should probably talk to them sometimes.
We do when we're not busy. Sorry.
Okay, so Bill de Iturundo says, I can't decide which commercial I dislike most. He's referring to the Amazon Fire TV commercial. Not ours, just the one in general.
Yeah, no, I got it.
This one or the Gary Oldman blah 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 HTC one. And since I think Gary Oldman is a great actor, that says a lot about the commercials. I haven't seen this commercial, this Gary Oldman one.
I don't think I have either.
But
The worst part is when we find out we did see it, and we're just like, whoa, we just flushed it.
the Gary Busey, that one was not a good commercial. But you got to admit, the guy's still funny.
It was funny.
Gary Busey's still funny. Our version's better, but Gary Busey's still funny.
It's funny, but like, I mean, a part of me is like, oh, that's really funny. But then a part of me, there's like a little part of me that always gets kind of like pissed at the commercial. And it's like, you're just being awkward so people remember you.
Well, it works.
It does work, but
Yeah.
it's like, clearly this was a ploy. Clearly.
Heather Crafter, since we talked about Amazon Fire TV and that it was pretty much crap at this point, she said, I like my Blu-ray player from Sony, cheaper than the Roku, and it does so much. Super late to the game, Amazon. I love your show, guys. Entertaining. Thank you, Heather.
Thank you very much.
We're glad
And
you
you
like the
hit, you
show.
hit the point where, like, you hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
And that phrase never made sense to me. But there it is.
Well, it's better than hitting your hand next to the nail, right?
I get that, but like,
Like I do.
it's just weird.
Don't do home stuff.
You got the point completely. Late to the game,
Late
Amazon.
to the game. And if you're going to be this late, it better be awesome.
That's what I was saying. I was thinking like HBO Go and whatever else should be like on it already.
This dude, this Nurse Sims guy said, my dude, he is funny. He must be talking about
Gary Busey,
He
yeah.
can't be talking about us. Carrie Luckett says, Gary Busey is the vision that disturbs my sleep. How can this disturb your sleep? Throw up a picture, Chris.
Which one?
Just throw up the hair one. You didn't do the hair one last week. I want you to throw up the hair one.
Oh, I picked my favorite one.
That one was good.
I love that one.
That one is good, but do the hair one this
Gary
time.
Busey.
The vision that disturbs his sleep. How can that beautiful face disturb your sleep? Yeah, I agree, Carrie. That's pretty disturbing. I don't know what you're talking about, Carrie.
That comment was one of my favorites. I I was like,
I laughed. I
read it.
I could see that.
I read it. I chuckled. I went, true story.
True story. Matt Broussard says, part of why I bought the Wii U was backwards compatibility. I would love if Xbox One would add backward compatibility. None of the current games are system sellers for me, but if my wife and I could use the new Kinect on 360 games, it would be awesome. It's never going to happen because they don't like giving you old games.
There was some rumor recently. I mean, there's always kind of like a rumor, but there was some more bubbling on that rumor that they were going to look into it, probably because they're having the image problem that they're having. Mm-hmm. But there was some rumor that they were working out a way to do it, but I don't. I think it was from Phil Spencer, the new guy who took over at Xbox.
Yeah,
said that they're looking into it, but it didn't seem fairly confident.
I don't think that's gonna happen. I think he's just throwing crap around myself.
Well, I mean, I know
we're like 60. He's right though. There's no really great game. We were talking about that last night. There's no really great system sellers unless you're into shooters. Titanfall.
You also have to understand that when they say backwards compatibility, they mean you buy it again.
Yes, that's what they mean. They mean you will get to buy the games you already bought again for the new system.
Like it's
going to be better.
I've noticed that's
faster,
that's
stronger
just the
than
way.
It was before.
That's just the way. Now, I mean, before, like 10 years ago, like whatever it was when PlayStation 2 was coming in, backwards compatibility meant the stuff you already have still works. Now, backwards compatibility means you buy it again.
Yes, that's exactly.
We're going to bring all your favorite games that you already own. We're going to charge you...
That's how I am.
Pretty much half of what you paid for it before.
That's how I am. Because, like, when I'm playing a game console, I'm like, yes, I can buy the game I bought already again.
Yeah.
I get so excited when I hear that.
So, but I would love that too. Don't know if it's going to happen. And really, it hasn't been that much of a pain I switch between the two. So,
Craig Burton says, the geekiest and funniest techno Google Plus peeps on the Google Plus planet. Did I sound cool and hip enough when I said that? Yes, you did, because you mentioned us.
Absolutely.
He said the Craig and Chris and Gary Busey show. Always an entertaining watch if you enjoyed techie news and reviews. Actually, what's funny is I replied to his comment, and he said that his brother's name is Chris, and he's going into competition. That's great, Craig Burton, but you don't have Gary Busey.
That's right.
So... the fight's already lost on your front.
That's right. He fought Mel Gibson in Lethal Weapon.
Yeah.
The Predator and Predator 2.
Yeah, in a mud fight.
Keanu Reeves in Point Break.
Come on, man. Gary Busey.
You can't win.
You can't win. It's over before it begins.
So he's got his own show, huh?
I like this one. Pink Spider 28. No, I don't know if he has his own show. We'll check that out. I think he does. Pink Spider 28, I love this one. When I first started watching, I was like, effing YouTube adverts. I can't skip them. Then the penny dropped. LOL. Very good, guys. Chris did that on purpose. It looks like it's that intro advertisement on YouTube, but it was really our funny intro advertisement.
I was hoping it would work. I wasn't sure if it would. But I'm definitely happy to hear that. And I part of it, I got to give credit to the Amazon guys, because the only reason it worked is because how bizarre that commercial is.
It's just so weird.
Because, like...
Yeah, make sure you guys go back and read his disclaimer.
I was kind of hoping that people
would disclaimer's at the bottom.
I was kind of hoping that people would only be, like, half paying attention. They would think it was an ad. And then when our names came up, they go, what?
What the... I got to go back and watch that again.
Gary's gone nuts.
Gary's gone nuts. No. It's his favorite thing.
It is his favorite
It's his favorite thing.
Oh, my God. You know what?
Stuff. What?
Welcome to the Craig and Chris Show. Endorsed by Gary Busey.
Yeah, well, you know.
That's right.
It'll be your favorite
star
thing.
of approval from Gary Busey.
It'll be your favorite thing. Okay.
It'll be your favorite.
It'll be
a sign.
It'll be your favorite thing.
It'll be your favorite thing.
We're working on a slogan. How about that? Okay, it's time for the clips of the week. Now, before we begin, we want to let you guys know you can send us your favorite clips of any video footage, 30, 60 seconds or so. We prefer you use the in-game capture. As long as you can send us a share link from Google Drive or something, we can download it. Would be good to go.
Yeah.
Because we want to start sharing your guys' game clips.
If you have any way to do it, I mean, we don't care what system it is. Just get it to us digitally, however.
And email it to me, Craig at CraigTheTechTeacher.com. Eventually, I will have an email that's actually at Craig.
We're kind of lazy, and if it's too complicated, we just won't do it.
Yeah. So, unfortunately.
So
here's our game clips of the week. Enjoy.
Eject. Okay, you're at the evac point. Now stay alive until the police arrive.
So how do you think?
I think it was good. I think we're showing our old age.
Well, we're getting there.
We're over 24.
We're getting there.
And you could just tell. That study is crap, man.
Oh, I need some prune juice. My back hurts.
I heard that.
That was
Thanks
fun,
for watching,
Chris,
guys.
but it's like 3 o'clock already. It's bedtime.
Yeah, I know.
Good night, everybody. See you next week.
We're going to be in a nursing home in 2 hours, so.
See you next week.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
See ya.
I can hear you. What?
Shut up, old man.